Hey guys, welcome to another yoga class. My name is Emily and today I have for you a gentle yoga flow for when you are feeling overwhelmed or stressed out. So you will want at least one block or stack of books or like a shoebox or something like that. And then you will also want a blanket. So I've got my blanket rolled up kind of like a burrito, and it is about as wide as my yoga mat. So just take a moment, gather those things, and then I will meet you on the mat. Okay, so we're gonna start lying on our back. So you can kind of set all of your equipment off to the side. And then we're just gonna lay down. Bring the soles of the feet to the ground, and then heel toe your feet towards the edges of the mat. So your pinky toe will come right to the edge of the mat, then let your knees fall in on each other. Your hands can rest by your side or on your rib cage, or wherever feels best for you. And take a big breath in and let it go. We'll start by just really tuning into our breath. So noticing the rise and fall of your belly, the rise and fall of your chest, and seeing if you can let go of all the other things, right, that might be popping up into your head. But just let go. And keep your feet about where they are. We're just going to let both of the knees fall to the right. So big open kind of windshield wiper of the legs here. And then we'll just stay here for a moment. Right, that left hip can certainly lift off of the mat. And then inhale, bring the knees back through center. Exhale, let the knees fall to the left. Then come back through center. Just go at your own pace. We're going to do that a few more times so the knees can fall to the right and then fall to the left. You can go as fast or as slow. It feels good for you. But just moving with your breath, keeping it in mind during this whole practice, right? Really allowing yourself to be present in the practice. And the easiest way to do that for me is to really pay attention to my breath. All right, so we'll finish whichever one you're on, then come back through center. Heel toe your feet in so that they come hip distance apart. Right, so your feet are parallel, hip distance apart. Bring your hands down by your side, and then inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips up. Bridge pose. All right, then on your next exhale, we'll slowly lower back down. We're gonna do that 2 more times with your breath. So nice slow inhale to lift the hips up. Nice slow exhale as you lower the hips down. 1 more time with your breath. And then just settle back onto the ground. The hips come down. Hug the right knee into the chest and extend the left leg out long. We're just going to take that right knee through some circles. Right, so feeling that big stretch, that compression in the front of that right hip. And then switch directions for that circle. And then we'll just switch sides. Right leg will stretch out long, left knee comes in. And again, just start to find that circle. Notice which side feels different, right? Notice what is going on in the body. Where do you feel the stretch? Don't just go through the motions, but kind of check in every now and then. See what's actually going on. Switch directions if you haven't already. And then let that left foot go out long next to the right as well. Just lay here for a moment. Spread the arms out by your side. Relax into the mat. And then when you are ready, we'll hug both of the knees into the chest, but this time grab onto the back of the thighs. And we're just going to take a gentle rock forward and backward along the spine. So if you're on hardwood or tile and this doesn't feel so good on the spine, you can skip it, right? We're just coming up to a seat. So I will meet you there. All right, so we'll come to a nice tall spine, cross-legged position. Bring your fingertips by your side, loop your shoulders up, back down. Go really tall through the spine. Take a big breath in, breath out. Then inhale, sweep both of your arms up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, we're gonna cactus the arms out to the side. All right, so we got this big cactus arms. And then from here, we're gonna inhale, lift the heart up, gaze up, and just stay, right? Continue breathing, but we're just finding this big heart opener. Your core is engaged at least a little bit, right? Take one more big breath in, breath out. Then bring your right hand down to the mat. Keep that left elbow, that left arm cactus, and we're gonna lean into that right hand and pull the left elbow back. So we're opening up even more. Take a big breath in. Then on your breath out, bring that left elbow across the body to the right knee. So we're rounding through the spine. Then inhale, open back up, pull the left elbow back. Exhale, round, elbow towards the knee. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale, close. Then inhale through center, reach both arms up. And then just exhale, let the hands kind of plop down by your side, shake out the shoulders, kind of readjust and fidget for a moment. Okay, then here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms out to the side. Okay, so inhale, lift the heart up, just a little bit of a back bend here. Then bring your left hand down, lean into that left hand, pull the right elbow back. Take a big breath in. And then breath out, we'll round the spine, bring that right elbow towards the left knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Then come back through center. Inhale, reach both arms up. And then just let them float back down. Shake out the shoulders. Roll things out. And then we're going to come all the way to our tabletop position. So take your time to get there, but all fours. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath of hips. And we'll start with just a simple cat-cow. So on your inhale, let the tailbone press back behind you up towards the ceiling. The belly drops. And then the heart comes through, the head lifts up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Let's do that again. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Then just come back through center. Take your your knees about as wide as your mat. Bring your big toe mounds together. And then just sink the hips back, child's pose. Keep walking the hands forward. So we still find lots of length through the arms. A bit of engagement in the shoulders. But then relax the jaw. Relax your hips, your lower back. And if your forehead is on the ground, just gently rock side to side so we give a little massage for our forehead. Then come back through center. Inhale, rise back up to our tabletop position. Shift our knees under the hips. And then tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. And then just pedal out the legs. All right, bend one knee, then the other. Keep on breathing in and out through the nose. And then start to tippy-toe your feet up to meet your hands at the top of the mat. We'll just hang in our forward fold for a moment. So bend the knees, let your belly rest down on your thighs, let your head hang heavy, and then shake the head yes, shake it no, shake it around in a circle. Then inhale to your flat back, loop the shoulders back, look straight down, take a big breath in, and then breath out, fold back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead all the way to standing. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes, and we'll just take a moment here of stillness and silence. And take a big breath in, let it go. Then inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your flat back. Bend your knees enough that the hands can come down. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. Bring the left knee down. Okay, so from here, we're going to walk our hands up to the right thigh. Roll the shoulders back. Press the hands into the right thigh. Take a big breath in. And then breath out to press the hips forward. So a nice deep low lunge, big stretch on the front of the left hip. Just stay here. Breathing, letting go. One more big breath in. Let it out. Half splits. Bring the hands down. Shift the hips back so that the right leg goes towards straight. And you might even want to inch that left knee back a little bit, right? So it stays underneath of the left hip. If you want your block here, maybe it comes in handy. You could bring your hands to your block. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold over that front right leg. Take one more big breath in, breath out. We're just going to go a few times back and forth between that low lunge and our half splits. So use your next inhale to come forward to your low lunge. Hands can stay down the whole time, right? We'll just lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, and then exhale to our half splits. A few more times, move with your breath. And move in a way that works for you. You could always linger in one pose and then find the other. That is always okay. And then use your next inhale to come forward to our low lunge. We're going to tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, step the left foot forward next to the right, and forward fold. Knees can still be bent. Head is really heavy. Then inhale, flat back. Other side, step the right foot back, bring the right knee down. We'll come up to our low lunge first, so we'll bring hands to left thigh, press yourself up, and then press the hips forward. Nice deep low lunge. Right, the legs are still strong. We're not just kind of sinking in here. We're pressing a lot into that left foot. And take one more big breath in. Breath out, bring the hands down, shift the hips back, maybe the right knee back, and we'll come to our half splits, right? Hands can be on your block. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold down. And then ask yourself where you're still holding on, right? Where could you let go? For me, it's usually my jaw or my eyebrows, right? I'm scowling or clenching my jaw. So just relax what you can. Take a big breath in, breath out. Then we'll use our breath to move through these two poses. So we'll inhale forward, low lunge. Exhale back, half splits. All right, move at a pace that works for you. Hands can stay down the whole time. Use your next inhale to come forward to that low lunge. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, step the right foot forward next to the left, and fold down. And then grab your block. You might not need it, but you might. So we're going to heel toe our feet towards the edges of the mat. Toes will point out, heels will be in. So we're looking for our malasana squat. So you can always start here, just bending the knees, sinking the hips down, bringing the elbows to your thighs, right? Especially if you are experiencing pain in your knees. Yeah, take it easy, no problem. Otherwise, sink all the way down. Sink the hips down. This is where maybe your block comes in handy. So either, right, if the heels aren't getting down to the floor or you're feeling like this is a bit extreme, take your block, sit on it, right? Put it right under your bum, lift up a little higher, feel a little bit more comfortable perhaps. Okay. Bring your hands to heart center. Press the elbows into the thighs, press the thighs into the elbows, and then lift your heart towards your thumbs. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Then slowly, we're actually going to relax the upper body. So we're going to bring our hands down to the mat, and we're just going to kind of fold in here. So we'll round through the spine, drop the head, and maybe even reach the arms out, but then maybe relax the hands, palms up. And take one more big breath in. And let it go. We'll walk the hands back in. We'll sit up tall just one more time. Grow through the spine. And then see if you can just plop that bum down, remove the block, throw it off to the side. We don't really need it anymore. Okay, so we're just finding our seat. Cobbler's pose or butterfly pose, whatever you want to call it, Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, knees out wide, and then hands to your shins. So from here, we're going to find kind of a cat-cow motion. So inhale, we'll roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Really lean into your back body, right? So you actually have to grip with your hands. Okay, let's keep going. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, round. Then inhale to rise up. This time exhale and fold over the legs. Get yourself nice and comfy. So actually, if you do still have your block handy, you didn't throw it too far, I like to stack my block right on top of my feet and then see if I can bring my forehead down to the block. Right, just giving us that little bit of extra support and also giving us that little massage for our forehead. And just start to relax everything. You don't need to be working. And slow down the breath. And take one more big breath in. Breath out. And slowly rise back up. This time we take the legs out into a straddle. The legs go out nice and wide. And then once again, you can stay nice and lifted, right? You can even bring hands behind you and just work on keeping the shoulders rolling back and the spine nice and long. But if you're feeling pretty good and you want to go a little further, take a big breath in. And then breath out, start to walk the hands forward and fold down. Again, this is where I like to use a block. I like to bring a block underneath of my forehead. If you are not quite here, because it took me a very long time to get to that position, right? Maybe you have the block down, elbows on blocks, and you're resting your head on your hands. And just notice what's going on in the body, what sensations are popping up. But possibly more importantly, pay attention to what is going on in your brain, what's going on with your thoughts. If the same thoughts keep popping up, that is okay. Kind of acknowledge them, right? But then see if you can let them go. And instead, notice your breath. Especially when you're in a stretch, right? I like to play a game of where do I feel my breath, right? If I'm in a big pose like this, maybe I feel my breath a little bit differently than I normally do. And take one more big breath in. Let it go. Rise up. And we're just going to lay all the way onto our backs. You do not need the block anymore. You will need your blanket in just a moment, so have that nearby. And we're going to lay all the way down. So come down onto your back. And then we'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Let that right knee fall out to the side. And then draw the legs in closer to you. So long as you can still keep shoulders and head relaxing on the mat. If shoulders and head kind of round off of the ground, just go ahead and bring that left foot down. I'm sure you're still getting a pretty good stretch, so no worries. Take one more big breath in here. Let it go. Bring the sole of the left foot down. Keep the right ankle crossing over. And then from here, we're just going to find a similar windshield wiper motion as before. But we're going to see if we can keep the right ankle crossed over. So we're going to let our knees fall to the right. The left hip can certainly come up off of the mat. You might have to adjust the feet a little bit, but we're just going to stay here for a moment. So that right foot crossing over the left thigh just gives us a little bit of extra pressure and stretch here. It kind of anchors that left leg down. Then come back through center. Hug the right knee into the chest. Let the left leg go out long. Supine twist. Draw the right knee across the body. So you'll shift onto your left hip. And then reach the arms out into a big T. If it feels okay on the neck, look over your right shoulder. Then one more big breath in. Let it go. Come back through center. Give that right knee one more big squeeze. And then release it out long next to the left. Shimmy out the hips a little bit. And then we'll just switch sides. So we'll plant the right foot, cross the left ankle over the right thigh, possibly draw the legs in closer. And then just stay here, breathing, relaxing. And then bring the sole of the right foot down. Maybe even walk the outer edge of the right foot to the edge of the mat. And then let your knees fall to the left. So again, finding that kind of windshield wiper motion. You can readjust the legs as necessary. And if it doesn't feel comfortable to keep the left ankle crossed over the right thigh, you can certainly remove it. Come back through center. Hug the left knee into the chest. Extend the right leg out long. Once again, supine twist. Roll to that right hip. Stretch the arms out wide. And take a big breath in. Breath out. Let go. Get heavy. And then slowly come back through center. Hug that left knee in one more time. Take a big breath in. And then breath out. Stretch the legs out long. It is time for our blanket. So I've got my blanket rolled up like a burrito. I'm just going to take it and bring it underneath of my shoulder blades. So it'll come kind of underneath of my armpits. I'm going to lay back on it. And I don't want the pillow to be, or the blanket rather, to be so big that my head cannot reach the ground. So you want your head to touch the ground, and you want to feel relaxed here. So if you feel tension or strain in your neck or in your shoulders or anywhere else, then grab a pillow, slide it under your head as well. And we're just going to be here for a minute or two. So see if you can really soften into the blanket. Right? Become like a puddle. The more you relax, the more you kind of just spread out. And then take a moment while we're here in this big heart opener to think of someone or something that you are grateful for. Right? No matter what is going on in life, there is always something that we can be grateful for, even if it's just your cup of coffee in the morning or a good song you can put on. Coming back to gratitude can really help us when we are feeling stressed and overwhelmed. And take a big breath in. Let it go. Slowly slide your blanket out from under you and then just lay back down on the ground. Feel your shoulders settle, your rib cage settle. encourage you to stay here as long as you want. Just breathing and relaxing. And when you are ready, move on with the rest of your day, but see if you can bring a sense of gratitude, of peace, of calm to your day. Otherwise, this is where I leave you. So until next time, keep on keeping on. Namaste.